Hello students, today we are going to start the second half of the lesson. Okay, we were on chapter 4, the Carew murder case. So yesterday we have already explained the two paragraph of the lesson, and today let us start the second half of the lesson. Okay, so he had in his hand a heavy cane with which he was fiddling. So, who had the cane? Cane means a long stick. The man who is short in height. There were two men. You remember the story? There were two men. One was an aged man, and the other was in short in height. Okay. So that short in height, that man had a heavy cane. Heavy cane means a long stick with which he was fiddling. Fiddling means playing with it. He was playing with he had in his hand a stick, and with that he was playing with. But he answered never a word and seemed to listen with an ill-contained impatience. Okay, so the small height man never gave any answer to the old man's questions. Okay, he was a little bit irritated or a little bit angry. Ill-contained. Ill-contained means controlled badly or impatient. He was very impatient. He was feeling something is going through within him. That kind of feeling was there. So he was impatient. Okay, and then all of a sudden he broke out in a great flame of anger. So all of a sudden what happened? All of a sudden that short-sized man broke out in a great flame of anger. So he was getting a lot of angry and stamping with his feet. Stamping means striking his feet. He was going on striking his feet with the anger and brandishing the cane and carrying on. Brandishing means moving in the air. The cane was he was fiddling with, we said already. The cane he was fiddling with, and also he was moving it in the air and carrying on like a madman. He was behaving like a madman. Who was behaving like a madman? The small structured man. Okay. The old man took a step back with the air of one very much surprised and a trifle hurt. So by seeing all this, the old man was getting a little bit surprised. He was feeling surprised. What is happening? What is happening to this another man? Okay, and he was going to hurt by the young man, and he just moved backward. Okay, so that means he may not be hurt by that stick with which he was fiddling and moving it in the air. Okay, and at that Mr. Hyde broke out all bounds and clumped him to the earth. So what happened at that right moment? At that moment, Mr. Hyde, the small-sized man, Mr. Hyde, broke out all bounds. So bounds means broke out all limits and clumped him, means strike him in the strike him to the earth. He was striking with that stick to the elderly man. He was striking him with the stick. And next moment, with ape-like fury, with ape means a type of monkey. It is a kind of monkey with a kind of monkey with like angry. In the angry mood, he was trampling his victim underfoot and hailing down a storm of blows under which the bones were audibly shattered. Okay, so what happened? Audibly scattered means loud, with loud enough to be heard. That with the loud enough, he was beating that man with that stick in his hand. So finally, what happened? He was down on the earth, and with that beating, maybe, and we can imagine that blood might be coming. At the horror of these sight and sounds, the maid fainted. So we see that the maid is explaining all these stories. Okay, exaggerating what happened about the mother. So while she was seeing all this, what is happening, she was standing, yesterday we have said that she was standing near the window and peeping outside and seeing all this. So by seeing this murder, she fainted, the maid fainted. It was 2 o'clock when she came to herself and called for the police. So it was when she became conscious after many hours, we can say that. It was 2 o'clock. When she went to the bed, around it was 11 o'clock. Now it says that it is 2 o'clock when she came to herself. She became conscious and called the police. The murderer was gone long ago. So the murderer, the another man, had already went away. Okay. But there lay his victim in the middle of the lane, incredibly mangled. Okay. So, but there was the victim, the one who was killed, no? He was lying on the road, incredibly, unbelievably, and cut thoroughly. He was cut thoroughly. The head was bleeding and he was wounded very badly, and he was lying on the middle of the road. Okay. The stick with which the deeds had been done, although it was of some rare and very tough and heavy wood, the wood with which he was beating that old man, it was very heavy wood, and also it was a rare kind wood. It is written in the textbook. Had broken in the middle under the stress of this tremble cruelty, and one splintered half had rolled in the neighboring gutter. So the stick with which he was beating on the head of the old man, that was a rare stick, and also it was a heavy. While he was beating on his head, it had broken into 2 pieces, and it says that one rolled into the neighboring gutter. It went to the gutter. And the other, without doubt, had been carried away by the murderer. The other piece, half of the piece, it is rolled to the gutter, and the other piece might have been carried by the murderer. Okay. And the other, without doubt, had been carried away by the murderer. A purse and a gold watch were found upon the victim, but no cards or papers except a sealed and stamped envelope which he had been probably carrying to the post, and which bore the name and address of Mr. Utterson. So what did they found with that man? A purse, a gold watch were found upon the victim. Okay, and no cards or no other papers were there except what was there? A sealed. Sealed means a closed stamped envelope, and they got an envelope and it was closed, and which had been probably means perhaps it he might have been carrying to post that letter, that envelope, and which bore the name to whom whose address it is written, the address of Mr. Utterson. Mr. Utterson, that address also was written on the envelope. This was brought to the lawyer the next morning. So the next morning, this case was brought to the lawyer. Before he was out of bed, and he had no sooner seen it and been told the circumstances than he shot out a solemn lip. So the next morning, the police and the other people went to the lawyer to search for the case, and no sooner they have explained all that what happened. So he told that I shall say nothing till I have seen the body. I can't say anything unless I see the body. Okay. So he said, this may be very serious, because it is a murder case and it may be very serious also. Have the kindness to wait while I dress. So please wait here that I may dress up. And with the same grave face. What's the meaning of grave face? Serious or very serious or sad face. Okay. He hurried through his breakfast and drove to the police station. So he had early morning they reached that particular man's house, and he never had even taken breakfast. So he went that you wait here, I will take the breakfast, and he started getting ready himself, and soon he came into the cell. He nodded. So he soon he got ready and went to the police. Along with the police, they went to the victim's place. So he came to into the cell. Into the cell means where the body is kept. Where the body is kept. He wanted to see the dead body. He said, So he nodded. Nodded means moved his head. Yes, said he. I recognize him. I am sorry to say that this is Sir Davenses Carew. So, when he saw the dead body, who saw the dead body? Mr. Utterson saw the dead body. He recognized him. Recognized him means he knew that who it is. Who is the victim? So, who is the victim? Sir Davenses Carew. So, that is what his name. Good grief. Good grief, sir. Good grief means in great pain, he said. Exclaimed the officer. Is it possible? And the next moment, his eyes lightened up with professional ambition. Professional ambition means professional spirit. He was a lawyer, no? He's understood who he is, and he said the name, and he said in pain that who he is, and with a professional spirit, he was speaking with all this. This will make a deal of noise, he said, and perhaps you can help us to the man. That means he is a very high position. The victim was in a very high position, so it will make a great deal of noise. So the people will make a great noise about his killing. Okay, so perhaps you can help the police to find out the matter. So he told that Utterson also can help us to find out about the matter, how he was murdered. And he briefly narrated the maid and had seen and showed the broken stick. And he briefly narrated all that what the maid had told. Only the witness, eyewitness is who is only the eyewitness, that is only the maid. She is the only one who had seen this murder. Okay. Mr. Utterson had already quailed at the name of Hyde. Shocked at the name, means that quailed means shocked at the name of Hyde. But when the stick was laid before him, he could doubt no longer. Broken and battered as it was, he recognized it for one that he had himself presented many years before to Henry Jekyll. Okay, what he is saying in this paragraph? So Mr. Utterson had already shocked at the name of Hyde. He heard the name of Hyde. Okay, so he was very much shocked to hear about that particular man. But when the stick was laid before, he could no longer doubt. The broken, battered as it was, he knew it was one of that he had himself presented. That he himself had presented this stick to someone. That is, many years back, I had presented Mr. Utterson. He himself had presented this stick to Mr. Henry Kill. Sorry, he recognized that when he saw this. Is this Mr. Hyde a person of small stature? He inquired. Who inquired this? Mr. Hyde, no? Is this a person in small stature? Particularly small and particularly wicked looking. Is what the maid calls him, said the officer. So the police officer, the Mr. Utterson, asked whether he is small in size. So police, they have not seen the man, but about the saying of that maid, she is the one who had seen. She told that he is a wicked as well as he is a small in structure. Mr. Utterson reflected. Reflected means Mr. Utterson, a little time, he thought a little while. That is why reflected means thought. Reflected and then raised his head. If you will come with me in my cab, he said, I said I can take you to his house. So he told the police that if you can come to my cab means a public carriage. Okay, he said if you come with me, I can take you along with me to his the Heights place. It was by this time about 9 in the morning, and the first fog of the session hung in the streets. The cab rolled slowly through the dark, dreadly street, and Mr. Utterson felt gloomy. So, along with the police, he started to traveling to the cab, the rolled to the road, and who was feeling little upset about all this? Mr. Utterson. He was feeling a bit gloomy. Gloomy means a little bit sad. Okay, that's all today, children. You have to read the lesson thoroughly, understand the lesson. Okay, so go through the chapter once again and make it clear and find out the word meanings. If you are finding any difficult words are there, so find out that word meaning and write it down in your copy. You have already written the word meaning. I hope yesterday I have told to write the word meanings in your fair copy. So hope you have written and already have learned it. Thank you children for listening.